Against Morocco at home here.
Yeah, we understand that he was at the airport and he was nowhere to be seen when it was time to go. Yeah, I think this is the right time to come and tell the Gambian people what exactly is happening between Tijan. Is it the problem in Tijan or is it the problem with the football authorities? If that is the case, I think the national team should be respected by any players because this is the team that can only showcase what you can do in the world. Because if you don't play for your national team, let's say for instance now you don't have a cap for your national team. The English Premier League is very difficult to have your permit there. So this is a team that you should be should respect and play for. But as colleagues said, when they come, this is going to be one of the reasons, the first question that we are going to ask them. Tijan is out of the squad, and his name is there, but we haven't know yet what was the reason why he's not traveling. He didn't travel with the team.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Mamadou, Tijan would do himself good by calling up a press conference to clear the air. Yeah. At least even if the authorities don't want to come and shed light on what has happened, I'm sure if Tijan call up a press conference to clear the air, they would definitely have something to say.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think right.
I personally tried to get in touch with him, but it wasn't possible.
You see, this wasn't the first time. At the game against Morocco, this, a similar scenario happened. Now, I and you, we conducted an interview with the then head coach, that was Peter Bono Johnson, who confirmed to us that Tijan has been dropped from the team. And, all of a sudden, there was a contradiction that Tijan has been back in the team. Tijan, was speaking at a press conference. Even at that press conference, some people were not willing for Tijan to clear the air, and it was good that he clears the air at that point, so that the fans would also know that, look, this and this is what is happening. Because if you continue to speculate, I mean, that's not good for his image, neither is it good for the image of the FA as well.
Just one thing as far as this Tijan saga is concerned. Tijan, I believe, is one of the fundamental players as far as the team is concerned. But he has been a controversial. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm coming to as far as this whole scenario is concerned. He has been controversial ever since. I mean, he rose through the ranks, especially when he made his debut with the national team. It should have been a foregone conclusion for both Tijan and the national team. I mean, this thing should be done in a mutual way. I mean, the national team, needs Tijan, but Tijan as well equally needs the national team. Yeah. I mean, I believe the authorities up there should have, done something better. I mean, they should have come together on a single platform, make sure that this whole issue is being ironed out. I mean, because Tijan is so important to the team. I mean, equally, the team is also important to Tijan. So I believe if the authorities are not taking the necessary steps to make sure that this whole scenario is arrested, Tijan himself should have done that, like Babukar said, by summoning a press briefing to make sure he clears the air. But even if Tijan is to summon a press briefing, if the authorities don't also have their, part of the situation, it's going to be very difficult for people to talk about it. And what we will continue to do is to speculate, which I think is not good for our football. But in certain circumstances, speculations can trigger, the truth to come forward. And we only hope that when the team returns, Tijan will sit with the team, and discuss in a mutual way and with respect for the Gambia, for Tijan himself, and for the FA, and for the benefit of the entire Gambian populace.
Just for a moment to wait on to what he said. He said the Gambia needs Tijan, but Tijan equally needs Gambia. Very, very true, because the only reason why Tijan could not sign for a Premier League club in 2008 was because Gambia was not ranked among the top 70 ranked teams in the world. He would have signed for either Blackburn Rovers or Sunderland. So, playing for the Gambia, making us win, will be up there. If we want to gain a working permit to play in any professional league in England, your country has to be in the top 70 ranked teams, and also you have to play 75% of those matches within 2 years. Very important.
All right. Somebody is just asked when is the game, and I believe it's 5 o'clock.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. local time at the Felix F. Boigny Stadium in Abidjan. And somebody is saying Gambia is capable of winning. Football is funny. Yeah,
that's right.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Fans should be, very much confident of their team. Nobody tip. Zambia when they were beating the mighty Ivory Coast. Again, they were underdogs at that situation too. But this is a qualifier round games. It's a game that needs to put players together to come and show themselves in the world of sport that what they can do. The Gambia will be there to make them upset. And Ivory Coast will be very much cautious also about the Gambian team because they don't know, like Givinio said, he didn't know much about the Gambian team. Yeah. So they must give them respect. And in that, let's also hope that giving them that respect will make the upset on the way.
That's in fact what the Ivorian coach had to say at the press briefing, that is Lamouche. He said, That they're taking us very seriously, and in normal circumstances in football, that is how you should take your opponents. I mean, the Ivorians are taking us very seriously, and despite the fact that, I mean, they're also, I mean, missing some key players. I know we will come to that later on, because, I mean, there are certain players that will be missing. The Gambia, I mean, we are minus as far as this game is concerned, or we are the ones carrying the underdog tag, but an upset could come at any time in a nutshell.
Look,
I mean,
if a team can win an African Cup of Nations match for the first time in 15 years and go all the way to the final.
And we saw it in Burkina Faso.
Somebody just texted and asking the Gambian squad. So I believe you have them. Can you just quickly give us a rundown of who are in Ivory Coast?
Yeah, the Gambian team presently with Luciano Mancini. I'm just used to this Roberto Mancini of the English Premier League. It's Christopher Allen of Gambia Ports Authority. You have Modou Job of Real Banjul, Babukar Sanyan. These are the three goalkeepers of Armed Forces. Momodi Futu Danso of Portland Timbers. You have Lamin Samate, NK Locomotivia. You have Pamodu Jain, ST Galan. You have Modou Cisse, now play for Kati Almaty. You have Demba Savage, play for AJK Helsinki. Seu Gassama, Real Zaragoza. Yankuba Cisse, Jankaju of Estonia. You have Ibrahima Sona, Cops FC. Umar Koli, also playing for the Finnish League. You have Sananyasi, Impact Montreal. Abdullah Mansale, Real Salt Lake. You have Abdou Jammeh, Kazma, Queen Kuwait. Tijan Jaite is the guy that we are just talking about. But as Gambians know, he's not with the team now, meaning that he is out from the team. Now, the local players, we have Emmanuel Gomez, is playing for Samga, but he's been in the diaspora. Yeah. Suleiman Mare, he's also a Samga player. Hamza Bari, the most fancy young talent in the Gambia, the more as we speak now, is also with the team. Salum Fall, no doubt, was also tested the level of this national football game. You have Modou Jallo, now play for Real Banjul on 1 year loan. Musa Yafa, also a local base player, for Bakau United.
You see, this list, you know, I want to add something to the list. The original list that has even been produced from the FA. I think with regards to the clubbing of the players, you know, they got some things wrong there. We could be misleading to the public, because when you look at Abidjan Thibaut is clubless at the moment. He's no more with Kazma, and the original list also included Mustafa Modou Cisse plays for Zenia. He doesn't play for Zenia. He plays for Kairat Almaty in the Kazakhstan Premier League. Yeah. And also Ibrahima Sona doesn't play for Coups anymore. Ibrahima Sona has been released by Coups. Though Omar Koli plays for Coups, Ibrahima Sona has been released, and I understand he's been spotted in Azerbaijan. Okay, and another player on the list. I'm not very so. Let me see the list. I beg your pardon. Just to make sure that you know the right information has been given to the public. When you look at Sehu Gassama, yes, Sehu Gassama plays for Real Zaragoza, but he doesn't play for the senior team. He plays for Real Zaragoza B. You see, in Spain, yes, in Spain, their league format. You see, the senior clubs, they are reserve teams. They are allowed to play in a professional league system, though they could not compete in the same level, on the same level with their first team, okay? And also they cannot compete in cup competition. They used to be competing in cup competition, but Sehu plays for Real Zaragoza B, who play in the Segunda B. Segunda B means second B. That is the third tier of Spanish football. And this season, you know, he's played 12 matches, but out of those 12 matches, only one as a starting player. This, I think, is very important for people to know, so that people will not just go with the information that Sehu Gassama plays for Real Zaragoza. He plays for Real Zaragoza B. This
is exactly why I have you guys on this panel. I think that's very important, and even news to me as well. But Tijan said he's texting and sounding very optimistic that Gambia is going to win by 2-1. Honestly, that would be difficult.
Who is saying that?
Tijan said it.
Yeah, but look, I concur with him. Look, I'm a patriotic. Okay?
No, I believe it's not being patriotic here.
But the thing is, look, you see, we need to be realistic, okay? Yeah, but also, you see, that is why fans are always regarded as the 12th player. The confidence of the fans and their support is key to any national team playing. Okay? Look, Senegal, they will play against Brazil. their fans will dream that they can beat them. When we know realistically they cannot. But look, let's dream. Let's dream. So that when we wake up,
I think in